Okay, Psalm 16. Before I start, I want you to think about why other people don't love me. Verse 1. Keep me safe, my God, for in you I take refuge. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you, I have no good thing. I say of the holy people who are in the land, they are the noble ones in whom is all my delight, right? The holy people, not the rich, not the governing class, not people with fancy titles, okay? So to speak. Okay, in Isaiah 13, it talks about the gates of the nobles, right? These are the holy people, okay? Other people aren't authorized to seize control over people, especially females. People interpret the rape of females, some of these weirdos and the occult and the churches, as that they can rape by deception, and that they can't. They're forbidden. Those who run after other gods will suffer more and more. I will not pour out libations of blood to such gods, or take up their names on my lips. Lord, you alone are my portion and my cup. You make my lot secure. The boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Surely I have a delightful inheritance. I will praise the Lord who counsels me even at night. My heart instructs me. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure. Obviously, the LGBT community, the whites, the Jews, they're not doing their people, their groups any favors by changing my voice, trying to make it so I sound gay. Okay, eventually, you people have to meet your maker. Okay, it's fucking retarded to mock God while every 10 seconds or so an American dies. How many of you have lost family members? Do you really think this is a good idea? Anyway, continuing. So I will praise the Lord who counsels me even at night. My heart instructs me. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the realm of the dead, nor will you let your faithful ones see decay. You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. All right. So God is going to punish the wicked for changing my voice, fuming me, what have you. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take the first break right now, because they keep changing my voice, sound like some kind of gay guy who smokes cigarettes or something, some bitch ass shit. Gay. Shame on you people. Shame on America. You guys are gonna just keep sitting there and letting this happen. Gay, life is short. The best years of your life are shorter. But apparently you're so fucking scared that you're just gonna let this happen. Can't respect that. I don't respect your families or your offspring or your ancestors. So as I am the King of Kings, other people don't understand because they're not even a king or even a noble person. I fire back when they persecute me. Okay, I do not believe in being a slave to Satan like other people do. All right. Psalm 17. Hear me, Lord, my plea is just. Listen to my cry, hear my prayer. It does not rise from deceitful lips. Let my vindication come from you. May your eyes see what is right. Though you probe my heart, though you examine me at night and test me, you will find that I have planned no evil. My mouth has not transgressed. Though people try to bribe me, I have kept myself from the ways of the violent through what your lips have commanded. My steps have held to your paths, my feet have not stumbled. I call on you, my God, for you will answer me. Turn your ear to me and hear my prayer. Show me the wonders of your great love. You who save by your right hand, those who take refuge in you from their foes. Okay, so obviously martyrs got killed, right? So it's talking about spiritually saving. Okay, it's some coward stuff for people to try to save their flesh. There's literally little kids getting thrown in the Colosseum, as the story goes. Women, old women, scared little girls. But yet you people are afraid to break a nail and stand with me, right? It's pathetic. All right, anyway. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings from the wicked who are out to destroy me, from my mortal enemies who surround me. They close up their callous hearts, means insensitive, right? Unfeeling. They close up their callous hearts, and their mouths speak with arrogance. They have tracked me down. They now surround me with eyes alert to throw me to the ground. So those people really believe that the Bible is true. You obviously know I'm talking about moral precision. You obviously know it's different than what the churches are saying and what other so-called Christians are saying. Yes, it is your religion to know that I'm telling the truth when they persecute me. Okay, again, they have tracked me down. They now surround me with eyes alert to throw me to the ground. Okay, they are like a lion hungry for prey, like a fierce lion crouching in cover. These guys are like goblins, sniveling worms, betas. Rise up, Lord, confront them, bring them down with your sword, rescue me from the wicked. By your hand, save me from such people, Lord, from those of this world whose reward is in this life. May what you have stored up for the wicked fill their bellies. May their children gorge themselves on it, and may there be leftovers for their little ones. As for me, I will be vindicated and will see your face. When I awake, I will be satisfied with seeing your likeness. Psalm 18. I quote this psalm all the time. It's long. This one by itself proves that I'm Christ. Pay attention. I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call to the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and I have been saved from my enemies. The cords of death entangled me, the torrents of destruction overwhelmed me, the cords of the grave coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. So the realm of the dead compares it to the ancient serpent coiled himself around him. Okay. In my distress I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. The earth trembled and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains shook. They trembled because he was angry. Now, keep in mind, Satanists take this as a dragon coming down or something, saving them with Satanism, where other people take it as God, and these things are symbolic, and they refer to things all throughout the Bible. Okay, smoke rose from his nostril, consuming fire came from his mouth, burning coals blazed out of it. He parted the heavens and came down, dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew, he soared on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him, the dark rain clouds out of the sky. Out of the brightness of his presence clouds advance with hailstones and bolts of lightning. So with the rain and the storm, right, the waters of righteousness, the affliction aimed at the wicked. Okay, so it turns into hailstone and lightning, right? It's associated with righteousness as it punishes the wicked. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot his arrows and scattered the enemy. With great bolts of lightning, he routed them. Okay, so obviously they're comparing it to martial combat because it's the essence of righteous martial combat. The valleys of the sea were exposed and the foundations of the earth laid bare. At your rebuke, Lord, at the blast of breath from your nostrils, he reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, and the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dealt with me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanliness of my hands, he has rewarded me. So he's dealing with him according to his righteousness, which transcends his genealogy. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. I am not guilty of turning from my God. All his laws are before me. I have not turned away from his decrees. Remember, David is the son of Jesse, okay, where Jonathan was the son of Saul. So why did David become king? Because his righteousness surpassed these flesh-based guys, okay? I have been blameless before him and have kept myself from sin. Well, we're more flesh-based compared to him. Okay. The Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands in his sight. To the faithful, you show yourself faithful. To the blameless, you show yourself blameless. To the pure, you show yourself pure. To the devious, you show yourself shrewd. It's part of why these betas always blame God for the world, because they perceive God to be shrewd and harsh, because they're not trying to run the course of life and be righteous and so on and so forth. You know, it's like somebody sitting on their couch eating Twinkies all day instead of working out, and they're complaining that God made it so that some people are in shape. Okay, it's some sniveling worm stuff. All right. You save the humble, but bring low those whose eyes are haughty. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light, right? So it's the righteousness, the lamp of justice, the light of justice in Isaiah, and so on and so forth. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. With God's help, over generations, I was forged to be the top martial artist ever possible. In a sense, I've advanced against every other person that ever lived, beat them in a way that was consistent with being in the divine order for those who are in the divine order, and just utterly trampled on those outside the divine order. If you have any questions about that, put in the comments. I'm running out of time. Okay, again, with your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. To transcend means to overcome, to climb across. I don't think that's a coincidence. That's how it's defined in the dictionary. 30, as for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in him. For who is God besides the Lord? Who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. Okay? He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. Say it with me. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. You make your saving help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. You provide a broad path for my feet, so that my ankles do not give away. So if you talk about American martial arts, the military, the police, or any boxing or weightlifting, no. Self-defense courses, no. Talk about morally precise martial arts, which is the Royal African Falcon martial arts, because if you're going to be morally precise, you're not going to cheat the top martial artist style and line out of its right to lead. Okay. All right. So you make your saving help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. Okay, your help has made me great, right? Is he lacking humility? No. Okay, he's declaring the glory of God. So it is when I declare on the top martial arts. So write down Psalm 18:35 for any bootlicking cowards will say, why isn't he humble? Okay. 36, you provide a broad path for my feet so that my ankles do not give way. I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. I will continue to be morally precise, and after I'm gone, all who remain, who are outside the divine order, will be destroyed. No one's supposed to reproduce, even now or ever again. Okay? All who break these commands will be spiritually destroyed. I crushed them so that they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. All who do not obey God through me have fallen beneath my feet because they failed to be man enough to obey God through the top martial arts ever. Instead, they're following the orders of betas and their own sniveling, lack of masculinity-based thoughts. Okay. You armed me with strength for battle. You humbled my adversaries before me, right? They're humbled in the sense that they're afraid to even accept my challenge or to stop persecuting me so I can recover and reinstate my challenge. And, my challenge is still going because I'm not going to be penalized because they're sabotaging me. People want to accept my challenge. They come and, they help me expose gang stalking and make it so they stop fuming me. And you get it, So why should I be penalized because everyone's too much of a bitch to secure my recovery? And of course compensation so I can, at $5 million, make the challenge, pay nothing if you lose. Anyway. So you have made my enemies turn their backs in flight. They turned their backs on God like cowards, and I destroyed my foes. They cried for help, but there was no one to save them to the Lord, but he did not answer. Why is God not going to answer you people? Because you cheated me out of my right to lead. I'm the king. This is the most important time period in human history. Okay, he's turning his backs on God is turning his back on you and your offspring, and on behalf of your offspring, you're turning your back on God. They cried for, I beat them as fine as wind-blown dust. I trampled them like mud in the streets. I beat them as fine as wind-blown dust. I trampled them like mud in the streets. You have delivered me from the attacks of the people. You have made me the head of nations. People I do not know now serve me. People I do not know now have guaranteed that they and their offspring will serve me in the afterlife forever while they're being punished forever. Foreigners cower before me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey me. They all lose heart. They come trembling from their strongholds. The Lord lives. Praise be to my rock. Exalted be God, my Savior. He is the God who avenges me, who subdues nations under me. To say that I'm wrong about principles as a monotheist is an outrage. Okay? Because God is going to avenge me. He is going to hand you over to me. Okay? You cheated me out of ruling over the world in this life. You overkilled, and I'm going to rule over you and your offspring forever. Who saves me from my enemies? You exalted me above my foes. From a violent man you rescued me. Therefore I will praise you, Lord. Among the nations I will sing the praises of your name. He gives his king great victories. He shows unfailing love to his anointed, to David and his descendants forever. David. It's not a coincidence. David. Israel scrambled. Israel scrambled. David. Okay, the phallic symbol, the sword. Okay, the spear. Okay, it's clear cut. They're referring to my line. Amos 9:7. Are you not the same as Cushites unto me, O children of Israel? Cushites representing all black people. Long story why that is. Okay, it's the most mighty of them. The most mighty of black people. Okay, is what they're referring to. Okay, and basically from all of the African tribes, the black African tribes. Now.